Come along as I take a ride around the neighborhood on my new Trek FX Sport all-carbon gravel hybrid bike. I love this bike and had some people want to know more about it, so hopefully this little video will help. This is my new Trek FX6 Sport. It's an all-carbon bike with carbon wheels, 700 by 40 tires, 11-speed cassette ranging from 11 to 42, 42-tooth crank in the front, Shimano shifting, disc brakes, just an overall light bike only weighing about 20 pounds and with the accessories around 22 pounds. The bike just flies when you stand up to pedal it. I've only had it less than a week, put 50 some miles on it already, and I've just fallen in love with it. It's rated as a gravel bike, and it'll handle rough trails, not like mountain biking, but overall a good all-around bike. Looking at the bike from the rear, as you can see, I added a rear rack to it. I added an underseat storage where I carry a spare tube, CO2 cartridges, tire levers, and a couple Allen wrenches for adjustments. They also replaced the seat that came with it. It was just too skinny and hard for an old man like me. This was a seat I'd had on my old FX2 that I really loved, so I did replace that. Other than that, it's pretty much stock. And right here, I'm going up a hill, and it just flies up the hill. Especially when you stand up to pedal, it just feels like it's taken off. It's so light at only 22 pounds with all the accessories. The bike just feels like it's flying most of the time. And just like going uphill, going downhill, the bike flies also, and it just feels so stable. It with the wider tires and as light as it is, it just feels just so maneuverable. I've never had a bike like it, and it's just can't say a bad word about it. I haven't found one thing wrong with it yet. Here you can actually see the shifting of the FX6. Like I said, it has 11-speed cassette ranging from 11 teeth up to 42 with just a single 40-tooth front. I had said 42 earlier, it's 40-tooth front crank. But here you actually have a picture of the shifting going up and down the cassette. Very smooth. Overall, I couldn't be happier with this bike. I was looking for a bike to use on some rails to trails and up on some fire mountains. I live real close to a bunch of state forest. I also have a full carbon, full suspension, specialized stump jumper mountain bike. I have an electric, specialized full carbon mountain bike. I also have a Trek, old Trek triple crank road bike that I love. And I've had probably over a dozen bikes in my lifetime. I've been biking since the early 80s, long before it was very popular. And this is by far one of my most favorite bikes I've ever had. It just is amazing. And it's not a cheap bike. It was like $27.99. And I added the tubeless tires. And again, I added a bell, a phone holder, a computer, a mirror, a rear rack, and the seat changed out and two bottle holders. So I think all in all it came out to a little over $3,000 with all the accessories. But it's well worth it, and it'll probably last me the rest of my lifetime. Hope you liked this video, and I'll try to get some more pictures of my Trek and to put online.